Okay, so yeah, obviously the corpses and stuff. I'm curious to see what kind of objects, but it does seem like we'll get notified by something like this. Maybe this will come up every time, I don't know.
Time to earn the paycheck. If I got paid, which I didn't, technically. Still.
Oh, look at the crucifix with the
there,
like
Miss
dagger on the
Pandora,
bottom.
How you feeling?
Still a bit antsy. I could kill for a cigarette. I guess I'm a little cold around the neck. Oh, and, dead?
Of course. What with you being a construct of my own mind, it was a stupid question. I will grant you that. But I like to make my own psyche comfortable.
What do you need to know, Lord Fabian?
So tell me, how did you die exactly?
I guess someone staked me with a piece of metal, then chopped my head off.
You can see the stake.
Or the other way around. Either way, it works on both humans and vampires.
Chopped your head off?
Actually, now you ask. No, it looks more ripped off to me.
Huh. Someone's strong then. And quick and quiet to do this without a fuss. What's with the little cross sword doodad?
That could be the message.
I told you what my sire said, remember? Beware the sword of the cross.
Yeah.
You did, didn't you?
And the cross is tickling at your brain, isn't it? So is the iron rebar forced through my body. You've seen this before. Would you kill, detective, for a cigarette?
Ooh, okay.
No, Marla. I wouldn't kill you for a cigarette.
Flashback.
Someone did, right?
Maybe they did. That was my job here at the Macom, after all. Hanging around the bar, my tray in front of me, offering the patrons their pick of tobacco. That's where you've seen me. Maybe 50 times before. The only place you've seen me. But you never did notice me, did you?
I'm sorry, Marla. You didn't deserve this.
Didn't I? You don't really know me at all, do you, detective? I could be a torturer, a mobster, a serial killer.
Maybe. Or maybe just wrong place, wrong time.
This looks a little more specific than that. More targeted.
So who were you, Marla?
Why a nobody, detective? A mortal. A servant in the Macom.
Wait. One of Fletcher's employees, right? So a ghoul, perhaps.
I think you're right, detective. The neck bleed did slow up real quick by the spattering. Perhaps I had drunk the blood of a vampire and gained a bit of power.
I know what a ghoul is, thank you kindly. I see a piece of jewelry there. That yours?
The sharpened metal cross? You've never seen me with it before. I know you didn't pay me much attention, but you'd have spotted that. It's hardly subtle.
So how did you die, Marla?
Isn't it obvious? Iron bar through the heart. Head cut off.
Cut off?
You're right, not cut off.
More ripped off.
The wound. It feels more ragged. More torn. Ripped off, I'd say. By someone strong.
Killed by twisted iron and sheer strength. Good enough for either a vampire or a mortal. But she was mortal, and a ghoul to boot. She belonged to someone. I needed to check that out.
Okay, use every Malkavian ability successfully. So, whose ghoul was Marla? Who killed Marla? Someone slaughtered the cigarette girl in the back of the Macom who was a killer. And who killed Pandora? Seems like the same person. Another killing, eerily similar to Pandora's, another mortal corpse in the back room of the Macom bar. But this one was a memory, something which happened to me back in the 20s. And there's like basically the same. One of my very first cases for the Camarilla. Marla was dead to begin with. Pierced by rebar, head torn off, not a great evening. Marla was a ghoul, but I didn't know whose. There was always a few of them around in Macom. Then we have Pandora. Someone snuck in while we jawed, rammed Remar through her, then cut off her head very quietly. That was a real familiar method of killing. What's more, they'd left a decorative piece of metal at the scene of the crime, an oddly shaped cross, which, if I remember rightly, was a symbol of St. James. We have hard evidence, rebar forced into the ground used by the killer, the cross of St. James, weathered with a sharp point at the end, sometimes called the cross of St. James. We have Hector. Back in the 20s, Camarilla Sheriff was Hector. He was also my boss as far as the court was concerned. I helped him keep the masquerade under wrapped. We've got Marla. Worked for the bar, didn't notice her much when she was alive, but now she's dead. Head cut off, she was a ghoul. And then we have a mysterious killer. They'd managed to creep back into the back room of the Maycomb while Fletcher and I talked, quietly driven rebar through the floor and through Pandora, and the cigarette girl died in the same room. It looked like the same way. Okay. We're up to date. Whoa.
A single cigarette.
Ooh, hello.
Marla been waiting for someone?
I'll get to this creepy dude in a second.
Had our killer needed rope to get Marla up onto the rebar? Seemed unlikely. Why put your savings in a bank when you could put it in liquid gold? A fine array of vintages, entirely illegal. No problem for the rich or the criminal, of course, and Mr. Fletcher was both. All these bottles must have been worth a pretty penny. Construction rebar rammed into the floor.
I mean, they got to be so
That
insanely
took time
strong.
and strength. The hammer wasn't covered in blood, which was a shame. Otherwise, it would have been classic blue. Well, she was dead. The missing head gave it away. A cross, and a fancy one. Made of metal. Interesting. This felt somehow like deja vu, but I knew I hadn't seen it before. It was all Marla's blood by the smell. I needed to know more about her, but Marla had said all she was going to say.
Okay, now we got this dude, but let's just see what's in here. Mysterious killer, rebar through the body at both scenes. Cross St. James, both scenes. Rebar, both scenes. Okay. Oh, this is the...
The slab of muscle in a suit was Lou's security ghoul.
Okay.
What was his name? Carstairs Cantaloupe. This is a pretty pickle, Mr. Caligula.
Campbell.
I knew that.
That was it. I knew it.
Is there something you need?
Well, so now we're talking to Campbell. Pretty big deal.
Any idea what happened here?
Someone disliked a cigarette girl so much that he pinned her up on iron railings and took her head off.
You'd make a great beat cop, you know that? She was a ghoul. Do you know who she belonged to? Who fed her?
I don't.
Speculation is good for your health, and it's not one of the deadly sins. Try it sometime. So, do you enjoy being a ghoul?
I do.
Well, bully for you then. Why are you here?
Mistress Graham was concerned. Violence in Elysium is not to be tolerated.
Does that mean you're not allowed to hit someone if they get out of line?
No.
Have a good night.
Oh, no. I did the controller thing again.
Hello again.
Yes?
Are you the killer? I'll put that down as a maybe.
Hey, man.
Well, goodbye.
Doesn't hurt to ask. Doesn't hurt to ask. Okay, so Campbell was Lou's hench ghoul. Now, remember, Campbell became the prince, right? I think he'd be part of the mortal criminal underworld before signing up with our prince. Because people were concerned about who slew him at some point, right? I'm pretty sure this is the same guy.
Over here, my boy.
Oh, there's Gideon. Our sire.
My sire, Gideon, and the sheriff, Hector. They'd asked me to make some chit-chat with the corpse.
Fabian, my boy. What do you make of her?
Well, she is definitely dead.
That's the best you can do?
Sorry, boss. Head torn off rather than chopped. Iron rebar through the heart.
Torn off. Interesting. Anything else?
There's an artifact. A metal thing, sort of a cross, but with a pointed end.
Sharpened cross and a severed head. Remind you of anything, Hector?
Marla worked here in the Macomb. I think she was a ghoul.
More than likely. Fletcher values loyalty in his staff.
But she wasn't Fletcher's ghoul, was she?
Don't try that on me, Malkavian. She was Rosalind's, all right?
Always sensible for a prince to have their ear to the ground.
That's all I have right now.
Well, keep on it, Detective.
Keep poking around, son. You're the right man for this job.
Okay, I will not let you down, sire. I will not. Miss Emerson was a co-prince of Seattle back in the 20s alongside Lou Graham. She had eyes and ears out in the city, including the cigarette girl Marla, the very first victim of the rebar killings. And remember, if you talk to Lou, she doesn't like hearing about Emerson, right? Marlin, she was a ghoul working for Prince Rosalind, presumably kept her ears open at the Macomb on the mistress's behalf. Marla was Rosalind's ghoul, so eyes and ears in the Macomb for one of the princes. Not surprisingly, but it made me think that there was a message being sent. And whose ghoul was Marla? It was Rosalind's. Okay. Who else can we talk to? Let's talk to Fletcher. It's pretty good at the piano.
Your first time at the Macomb, and it's a doozy. What do you make of our little tableau out back? I was thinking of redecorating, but blood red is a little unsubtle.
What can you tell me about Marla? She worked for you, right?
The girl did have employment here, selling cigarettes. And before you ask, I don't know why a tray around your neck would get said neck sliced in two. She didn't strike me as clever or deep in a diabolical scheme.
She was Rosalind's ghoul. She is definitely connected to kindred.
Oh, she worked for one of the princes. Yes, that sounds like a reason.
Yeah.
Where were you when she died? Assuming she died here.
Deep in a dreamless sleep, I'd imagine, given the time it must have taken to stage this little vignette.
Who found her?
As it happens, I did. First thing I saw when I came in. Does that make me a suspect?
I'm reasonably sure that if you murdered someone with inventive props and scenery, you'd be only too happy to tell me.
Right on the button, Detective. Right on the button.
When was the body found?
First thing when I came in. About a half hour after sunset.
Uh-huh. Now that does tell me something important. You sleep close by.
I'm flattered you care about my bedtime habits, dear boy. But believe me, you're not my type. Isn't the important thing that the killer can't be kindred?
Because they wouldn't be able to be out in the daytime.
Killing in daylight?
Yeah.
A mortal taking out a ghoul as some sort of message. Well, well, well. Nice place you got here.
I'm flattered it meets the approval of one so expert in fashion and decor. I'm sure we'll have the pleasure of seeing you here often, given your new role. Just keep it discreet, all right? And get your boss to buy you a better jacket.
Dude, chill.
I should get back to it.
Ta-ta!
Okay, so we've kind of got the full deal, except we just don't know who this person was that did the killing. Eyes and ears in the Macomb for one of the princes. Not surprising, it made me think that there was a message being sent. Our killer was a mortal, had no reason to doubt him. Yep, fair. Mysterious killer. The evidence was the killer was mortal, so that supported the Santiago theory.
What have you got, son?
The kill happened during the day. This wasn't kindred.
A cross, a torn-off head, and a mortal killer. What do you think, Sheriff? Hunter?
It seems so.
You recognize this? A signature kill of some sort?
Oh, rumors. There are always rumors.
Let's not jump too quickly. Well done. I'll take it from here. The fact it happened during the day, that's useful. You look into the girl. Find out where she lived, her lovers, family, friends. Either file a nasty accident or an ordinary back alley encounter. Whatever works.
Make sure no one will miss her.
Poor kid. One day selling salvation from a box, the next, poof, gone. Forgotten, buried. But isn't that the way of our world?
Yeah, because Gideon, when they were talking, Hector did mention, like, something about this seeming familiar. So that was our first case, but maybe there was previous instances of this, too. It's like a signature.
Oh, look, I'm sorry to disturb your sleep. I guess it was a dream? But, no, those were memories. I mean, things that I'd forgotten or maybe misunderstood at the time. Something must have dislodged them. Gideon, my sire, and Hector, my old boss. Both are long gone.
We have a place to be. To meet the prince.
That's right. The Macomb The place we just dreamed, actually. Maybe that's why it was on my mind. We should get to the prince.
Okay, so let's go to the bar. Fabian's recollection. So, recalled some of his past. Realized that he had opened the chest containing... Oh, yeah, fine. Okay, so we got to see here. Recovered memories of the killings of a vampire wannabe in the modern age and of a ghoul back in the earliest days of the Embrace. They must be connected. Why does Fabian keep remembering these old cases? It would be sweet if when these were updated that the new stuff was in like a different color or something. Macomb Bar has long been proudly owned by Fletcher and frequented by the vampiric elites. Okay.
Is here for you before you open yourself up.
Anybody want to die?
That strange voice. Entirely alien, yet I do know it, I think. You heard it.
I did. It is not one of your memories?
No. Folks in my bloodline are prone to dreams and nightmares, but that was... more like a vision.
Yeah, what's down here?
Nomad, how do you feel?
Still not as powerful as I should be.
It isn't just torpor, is it? It's something to do with that mark. I'd lay odds on it.
Yeah, we have so many unanswered questions here. Can I climb that at all? Beautiful.
Next time, I'll work up the courage to tell her how I really feel.
Here we are again. The Macomb Bar.
I love the lighting. So cool.
I can only think this meeting with Ryong has something to do with Benny. The curious case of the rogue sheriff.
Fletch! Can I talk to him?
Ah, hello. And who do we have here?
My name is Fire.
Welcome to our little sanctum. Do make yourself comfortable. I am Fletcher, and I have two rules. No sneakers, and if you must rip someone to pieces, do it outside. These are original floorboards, you understand?
So we know some of this stuff, right? But I wonder if we're just playing dumb.
So, do you own this bar?
My dear Fire, this is more than a bar. This is a living piece of Seattle history. Built it up myself. Started out as a speakeasy in the old days. Back then we had a laundry service up front and the booze in the back. Now the booze is the front.
But we also could have entered here before, so I think this is just knowledge.
What brings you to Seattle?
Oh, nothing. I'm a local boy. born and raised around here. Of course, things were different back then. Worse infrastructure, better music.
How do you fit in with the Camarilla?
They scratch my back, I scratch theirs. Truthfully, I have no interest in climbing the political ladder and ruling the city.
You are content with this. You like your place here.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what everybody wants.
This bar is my little kingdom, and people have learned my foibles. I stay on the court's good side with the occasional favor. Quid pro quo. Horse feathers. Time's getting on. I'll let you go.
Horse feathers.
Have a pleasant night, Fletcher.
The prince, over there.
Nomad, thank you for coming.
I am flattered. A private audience with the prince herself.
Hardly private. I'd like to take you up on your offer. As you heard, the sheriff has abandoned his duties and thinks he's our new scourge. Apparently, destroying Thin Bloods is a better use of his time.
Okay.
Do you know why?
You can ask him yourself when you find him. And bring him back so I can speak with him.
When you say you wish to speak with him,
I'm not gonna draw you a picture.
Ah, okay.
Benny left a mess out back. Track him, find him, bring him to me. Do that, and we'll talk about your future in Seattle. And your answers.
Yeah, so she just wants, when she tells us something, she just wants it done. And we kind of just have to do that.
we have a deal. I will find him.
Appreciate it. Really. I'll see you back at Weaver Tower for your report once you're done.
Got it. Investigate Benny's mess outside the Maycomb bar. Now, I do want to check back here. Any rebar disasters in this time frame? No, that would have been cool though. Just saying. Have a great night, everybody. Drive safely. Oh boy.
The sheriff has been busy.
From what the prince said, this isn't the first, and I know it won't be the last. I believe we have a trail to follow.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Okay, while we're doing this, okay.
Benny is the sheriff.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about the vampiric sprint.
He must know what waits for him.
Why would he rebel?
I'm not sure. Campbell's final death pushed him over an edge.
Okay, I gotta take this guy somewhere private. This'll work for us. It's cute back here. It's one of the things about the original game that I do remember is the music was so good. Okay, it's heading that way.
Jesus H. Christ on a cross.
Whoops. You'll be fine.
A kindred who can fly. I will never get used to that.
I cannot fly. I can only glide.
Hey, were your feet on the ground? Orville and Wilbur would be impressed, at least.
Yeah, okay, we gotta be using that. That is awesome. Where is this leading me exactly? Thank you. Okay, something popped there. We want to check. Oh boy.
I need a drink.
Whoa. Okay, so these guys just fight immediately.
Yeah.
Too slow.
Yeah, I fucking live for this. Got him here.
Oh my god.
Help me out. Get out of here, you county fuck.
Let's see if I can kick them off here.
Get out here, fucker.
Oh, that'll work. Oh! Yeah, that's sick too.
You afraid of me?
Bye. We're almost at 5. Uh-oh. They do a pretty good job of keeping these things hidden. Oh boy.
Anarchs, I'd wager. They'll be on their guard.
He's gone already. Come out of there.
Okay. Tell you what, let's take a break here. We come back, we're going to be throwing down. Wish me luck, guys. See you then.